Before the world knew his name, Brad Pitt was a few dollars away from giving up. It's hard to imagine Brad Pitt, now an Academy Award-winning actor and producer, standing in the scorching Los Angeles heat dressed as a giant yellow chicken. Yet that was the very beginning of his Hollywood journey. When Pitt moved from Missouri to LA in 1986, he had less than $400 and no safety net. He worked at El Palo Loco, waving signs on Sunset Boulevard, because it was the only job that would pay him quickly enough to cover rent. His apartment was small, the paychecks unpredictable, and his future completely uncertain. But the experience revealed something essential about him. He was willing to endure humiliation, discomfort, and exhaustion if it meant keeping his dream alive. He wasn't just broke, he was running out of time, hope, and options. As months passed, Pitt realized how brutally competitive Hollywood was. He couldn't even afford consistent acting classes, and he often drove across the city wondering whether pursuing acting had been a mistake. To survive, he juggled several low-paying jobs. He worked as a limousine driver for entertainment performers, moved furniture, delivered refrigerators, and handed out flyers near shopping centers. These weren't glamorous side gigs. They were lifelines. Still, Pitt understood that without training he would never progress, so he made a risky decision. He spent the little money he'd saved to join Roy London's acting classes, known for shaping the careers of many major stars. Pitt later described London as one of the first people who truly believed in him. Those sessions gave him structure, confidence, and the realization that acting wasn't just ambition. It was something he could actually master. But even with training, the financial strain didn't disappear. He often ate cheap fast food, borrowed money from friends, and lived with the fear that he might have to move back home if things didn't change soon. His life flipped in minutes, but only after years of rejection. Pitt auditioned constantly, sometimes multiple times a day, only to hear no again and again. He landed small TV roles, background parts, and commercials, but nothing stable. There was no promise of success, only the reality of grinding effort. Then, in 1991, he auditioned for a brief role in Thelma Louise. It wasn't a lead role. It wasn't even a supporting one. But it became the turning point of his career. The moment he appeared on screen as J.D., audiences took notice. His charm, intensity, and unexpected confidence made Hollywood pay attention. Practically overnight, casting directors began calling. Scripts arrived. Opportunities multiplied. The man who had once struggled to pay for acting classes suddenly had a future bigger than he had ever imagined, breaking free from the dead-end struggle while official biographies don't describe Pitt having formal debt. They do emphasize how financially fragile his early years were. He often hovered on the edge of being unable to continue. What saved him wasn't luck alone, but an unwavering refusal to quit. His escape from poverty came from showing up even when circumstances were humiliating, like working in a chicken suit or driving strangers around LA at night, investing in skills despite being nearly broke, trusting that the sacrifice would matter someday, treating every small opportunity as a doorway, even when it seemed insignificant, maintaining resilience during years of rejection, long before anyone recognized his potential. Pitt's story isn't just about becoming famous. It's about surviving long enough for a single moment to change everything. His rise reminds us that success rarely appears suddenly. It grows quietly beneath years of persistence, risk, and belief in oneself.